Luann. But I love when they break the fourth wall. And oh, speaking of Earl, those gifts he gave he was going the girls were going home because they sent home the friends. He got gifts like necklaces for Shannon's daughters. I mean, oh, what a nice guy. I don't know. I always have a thing for widowers. Like they're so nice. Although that's a broad generalization, but maybe Luann is engaged, maybe she isn't. We don't know. But you know who is? Uba. Uba and Mr. Connecticut are engaged. You guys saw this probably. I love how everyone, I mean, who knew Uba? Some of this is thirst. Of course, Ion is commenting because, family and all. But I mean, Garcelle knows her. But then, like, I mean, Ariana was commenting. I didn't realize Uba, I mean, I know the Bravo verse is small, but I didn't realize Uba and Ariana were so close. Madison LaCroix is commenting. Of course, Andy comments. But listen, this guy from Connecticut is really cute. Greenwich, I mean, I grew up in Connecticut. Greenwich, Connecticut is one of the wealthiest towns in the world. The main street of Greenwich. Oh, it's so cute. I mean, Greenwich, Westport is up there too, but to me, it's like Greenwich and New Canaan are the wealthiest parts of Connecticut. They have a cute main street. I mean, that's what I love about Sag Harbor. It's like a small town, but it's cosmopolitan. You just go from your house to Main Street and you know everyone. It's such a easy, wonderful life. My point is, Uba, you have this huge ring. This guy is so fucking cute. Um, he seems to think the world of you. I don't know. I don't know. I would say pack your bags. I don't care how nice or not nice your New York City apartment is. I would say pack your fucking bags. Get the fuck out of Dodge, in this case, New York City. Move to Connecticut. Move in with this guy and don't look back. I mean, it'll be your third season. Granted, I don't think you're getting asked back to Housewives, but I mean, this guy doesn't seem to want to have anything to do with the show. He has a shitload of money. Girl, he has more money than you're going to make next season. It'll be her third season. It's New York. It's not such a ratings hit. You'll make probably 200 and something thousand, which is not bad, but oh, why would you ever want to go back to Roni? Now, again, I don't think you're going to be asked, so I don't think you need to make that decision. But just, I mean, who am I to give life advice to anyone? But girl, you hit the jackpot with this one. Forget about Bryn. I mean, go and live your life with this rich guy and be a Connecticut socialite. Be a Greenwich socialite. Honey, Diana Ross lives in Greenwich. I mean, Mary Tyler Moore is her estate just sold in Greenwich. And you know what people in Greenwich do? First of all, to put things in perspective with everyone who's not from this area, the Hamptons on a good day is 2 hours from New York. Realistically, it's 2.5 hours to maybe 3 hours, but let's just say two and a half, 2 hours and 45 minutes is my normal trip from New York City, where I live, to the Hamptons. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Greenwich, Connecticut, the next state, is 45 minutes to 50 minutes from New York City. So let me tell you what people in Greenwich do. When Mr. Connecticut and you are missing the diversity of New York and you have a benefit or a play, you'll walk outside. Your driver, which is probably full time, will get out of the car and open the door for you. You and him will be dressed to the nines. You'll come into New York. You'll have a dinner. You'll go to a benefit. You'll see a play. You'll see friends. And even if you leave New York at midnight, you'll be home and in your bed by 1 a.m. I mean, I wish the Hamptons were 45 minutes away from New York and make my life a lot easier. Go and live your life. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'm lost in the weeds, but good for Uba. Congratulations. Luann engaged TBD. Um, you know what I want to talk about now? I want to talk about this isn't the same as Wives at Sea. Wives at Sea, Teresa is going on this cruise with, Shannon. Shannon replaced the slob kebab. You guys know my friend, the slob kebab, Aiden from New Jersey. Well, they parted ways with her right after that Jersey Mike's sub shit came out. They fired her ass and they hired Shannon and Dolo. And Teresa ain't so thrilled with Dolo these days, but she's not going to turn down a paycheck. So Wives at Sea is taking place. She's going. And this is different. She is now, Teresa, going on an Australia cruise. Um, I just hate cruises so much. But it's called Bring Back My Wives. Anyone watch Drag Race? We've had so many of the girls from Drag Race on this show. When RuPaul says, Bring back my girls, bring back my queens. There was a whole, I won't even get into the politicalness of how we had to change that whole sentence. But Bring Back My Wives. It's an Australian cruise with, you guessed it, drag queens and two housewives. The two housewives are the one, the only Teresa, the animal across the river, Giudice, and the one, the only pole swinger herself, Miss Whitney Rose. So this is happening. Now we have a lot of, first of all, guys, we have we have some spies. Hi, Wives at Sea. Wives at Sea has been looking at my Instagram stories. And listen, no shame in your game, guys. You should advertise on my show. Like you would make this is your audience. So you want to get tickets for that shit sold? You should be calling me. No offense. I'll be very nice to you if you call. But I'll even say great things about Teresa. Like I'm not above, being bought. Like you can pay me. You can't hijack my show. Like we had a past RHONJ animal co-host some days, and she, was very, very, very unethical and trying to just spin lies for one camp or another. Margaret was putting stuff in my ear. The bottom line is you could sway what I want to say here. You just got to pay me. And I don't mean like a $250 gift certificate. I mean, you have to pay my actual advertising rates. So call me Wives at Sea, but Teresa, but we have spies, guys. We have people who have slipped into the DMs that are going on Wives at Sea. And Wives at Sea, don't think just because you're listening, Teresa, you don't know who they are. I'm not saying if they're men or women, mothers or daughters, children or animals, but they're going to be watching you, Teresa and Dolores and Shannon. So we're going to get all the dirt from behind the scenes of what really happens at Wives at Sea. Because we got some ropers are going on the tour. Well, where are my Aussies at? Because now Teresa's going down under, and I heard Teresa's hit a new low, figuratively and literally. So, first of all, some Aussies are telling me that some of these ports are in danger from what's the word I'm looking for? Like they've had like a lot of rain, torrential storms in Australia, but this tour, this is a big tour. This Bring Back My Wives, with drag queens and Teresa and Whitney is going to Macquarie. I'm not pronouncing all these correctly. Penrith, Sydney, Carnaby, Melbourne, Brisbane, and the Gold Coast. Lots of stops. And one of my Aussies looked at tickets and says this is actual bullshit because, in addition to the ticket, if you're there and you want to get a VIP meet and greet with Teresa, the animal across the river, it is around $225. So Teresa obviously needs the money here, but I heard Teresa's hit a new low figuratively and literally, because I heard, now I don't know if this is true. What do I know? I don't know anything. You guys, you think I know everything? But that's what's great about this job. We are allowed to hear something, we look into it, and we don't just talk about anything. Oh, and by the way, well, I'll save that for the next show. There's some unethical stuff that Teresa's team is doing. But I heard that Teresa, and this is from a really reliable source, that Teresa had one rate for this. It was all in negotiations for, it started a while ago. I mean, these things don't happen. Look at all these stops. And Teresa got more money than Whitney. And then they came to her and said, we need to like nothing was signed. They wanted to renegotiate her salary. And Teresa's like, well, I'm like the big fish. I'm the OG. I'm the star of the show. And apparently, this Bring Back My Wives was like, wait, let's just break this down. This woman over here named Whitney Rose is a current housewife on a current show on Bravo, which is actually doing well, Salt Lake City. And you are a fired housewife, or at least a housewife without a show. Now, I'm not saying Teresa's not going to come back to RHONJ. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. I got some other news about that. But the point is, at this point, you're like a wife without a show. So you don't have a show, and Whitney Rose has a show, and her show's doing well, and Whitney isn't getting fired. See, shocker, at the end of season 5, this is the problem with Salt Lake. They ain't making any changes, but I also think these shows have learned if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guarantee you, Whitney, Barlow, Meredith, and her bathtub, and Bad Mormon, Gay, and Angie, I think, and Mary, everyone's coming back. Everybody's coming back at the end of this season. So Whitney's got a great future there. So they were like, she has a show, and she's a current housewife. You ain't getting more than her. So I heard that Teresa has hit a new low in the sense that they're like, take your new salary or leave it. And I also heard it's a lot under what she normally gets for an appearance type thing. Granted, it's a several day cruise, so she must be getting something. So I heard that. Look, Bravo has rejected Teresa's ultimatum. She's been saying all along she's not going back to Housewives if Melissa goes and or Margaret. I heard she was saying that from a very, very reliable source with screenshots that she's not going to BravoCon if Margaret goes. Seems like you're going to BravoCon if Margaret goes. And she just recently even said, very recently, it's still over with Melissa. I'll never speak to her again. Well, I now have new information on that we'll deal with tomorrow. But point is, she is going to Bravo.